Hello everybody, Jason with Learn to Survive. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, take care of yourself, but more importantly, take care of one another. In this video, I want to take a look and dispel 10 myths that will get you killed. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that still believe these myths and haven't been taught anything different. So let's take a look at these, and I am actually doing something a little bit different in this video. I have this scripted out, so I am reading it here because I don't want to be all over the place like I do sometimes. And I want this information to get through clear and concise so those that don't know what to do or have these myths stuck in their head are going to really understand what I'm saying. So the first one I want to look at is you can suck the venom out of a snake bite. The fact is, when a snake bites you, if it's a venomous snake, it's going to deliver that venom directly into your bloodstream. Putting your mouth on it is going to deliver extra bacteria to the wound, increasing your charge of infection. Not to mention that if you did, you could get poison in your mouth and esophagus. If you or someone with you gets bitten by a snake, the best thing to do is to try and keep their heart rate low and hold the affected limb, if possible, below heart level while getting to a hospital. Always play dead when you're attacked by a bear. Um, don't know how this myth got started, probably like the snake bite thing from movies. But if you're out in the woods and you see a bear, general advice is to quietly back away. If it's in your yard or around your campsite, make yourself look larger and loud, which will hopefully scare off the bear. But in cases where there's an actual attack, your reaction and strategy should depend on the bear and the type of attack. Never play dead if a black bear attacks you. With a black bear, always fight back. In most cases, brown and grizzly bears attack to defend their cubs. At these times, they will generally warn you off by making noise and pretend to charge. Backing away from a defensive attack slowly is your best bet. If the bear should make contact, lie on your stomach with your hands over your neck. But in the rare cases that it is a predatory attack, which comes with no warning, or if the bear seems to be stalking you, fight for your life. And hopefully, if you're in an area and out hiking in the woods or something where there's bears, you have bear spray or a firearm with you. You need to find a food supply immediately if you're lost in the wilderness. This is not true. You can live 3 to 6 weeks without food. The exact amount of time will vary depending on starting point and other health issues, but water and shelter are way more important than finding food right away. The fluid in a cactus can save your life. If you're experienced enough to pick the right barrel cactus that you can filter water from safely, this may work, but most of the time cactus fluid will only make you sick, causing you to vomit up precious liquid and leaving you more dehydrated. Moss grows on the north side of the tree. Moss can grow on any side of a tree, depending on environmental conditions. Don't depend on this bit of folklore knowledge for navigation. Myth: if animals can eat it, it's safe for humans to eat. That is not at all true. Animals are different, have different digestive systems and different things that affect them that won't affect a human, and things that humans eat will affect animals. Take birds and squirrels. They can eat certain berries and mushrooms that would kill a person. So always know what you're looking for and what you're doing when foraging for wild edibles. Rubbing someone's skin or putting them in a hot tub to warm them up if they're freezing. Rubbing frostbite can damage the skin even more, and so can hot water. And hot water can also be shocking to the person. If you're dealing with somebody with frostbite and hypothermia and you need to warm them back up, warm them up slowly, preferably with blankets and some warm water bottles under the armpits. If you're in a situation where you do have to put them in a tub of water, use water that's very warm at first and slowly increase the temperature to prevent them from going into shock. If a shark attacks you, punch it in the nose. This one is kind of a myth and kind of true, so we'll look at the facts in the case. As if you're going to be attacked by a shark and you have to fight, it's good to do so. But your best bet is to try and put a solid object between you and the animal. If that fails, claw at its eyes and gills. It's going to be very hard to deliver a punch on the nose of a moving shark. And let's not forget that you're going to be underwater, and that is going to slow up your punch and take a lot of power out of it. Always swim parallel to the shore if you're caught in a rip current. This is not true, and I do teach this one to people, especially being in a lake town. Being caught in a rip current is actually scary. I've had it happen. But swimming directly parallel for sure works best if the current goes directly out to sea. But it's good to know that many rip currents come in at an angle. Your general idea should be to stay alongside the shore but swim perpendicular to the current as much as possible at an angle away from the current towards the shore. A lean-to is a great shelter. The right shelter is going to depend on your surroundings and conditions. In high heat, you need shade, but in cooler climates, staying warm is a priority. That means protecting yourself from wind, but it also means building up a layer to insulate you from the cool ground at night. A lean-to might help protect you from wind and elements, but not enough to provide warmth. A lean-to is good for shade, but if I was going to have to spend the night or days or any long-term uh, situation outdoors in the woods or what have you, would not be my first choice. Maybe the first night if I have the means to protect myself from the environment I'm in and survive it, but otherwise, not the best shelter to pick. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys stay safe, take care of yourself, and take care of one another.